Hi everyone, we're here for our last lesson of the year, and I figured we could just do something that was really easy today, something that's for summertime, so I figured we could draw ice cream cones. You can make them any flavor that you'd like. I thought it would be nice to do all different kinds of flavors, so I'm going to show you how to do this, and then you can just kind of do it along with me, or you can do it afterwards, okay? So you're going to start off with a piece of paper like this, and you need a pencil, and then you're also going to need either markers or crayons or whatever you'd like to do with it. You can also take a little cup of water if you have washable markers, and you can kind of paint with them using just a wet paintbrush. Once you take the marker and you put it on the paper, then you can kind of blend it with the wet paintbrush. So anyway, we're going to start up here at the top, and usually we would start with our cone, but instead of doing that, we're going to start with our flavors up at the top, because if you start at the bottom, you won't be able to see the top part of the ice cream. So we're going to have to start at the top. All right, are you ready to begin? I'm using a pencil today, and then I'll darken it with marker. All right, so you're going to start up here at the top, and you're going to start with a curve over. Now, mine looks a little bit weird, and I don't even know if you can see that, but I'm doing that because this is going to be chocolate sauce drizzled over it. So I'm just going to kind of go up and down and up and down. I'm making a wavy line until I get to the other side. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start just a little bit in, not all the way to the edge, just a little bit in, and I'm just going to make that that first ice cream scoop. So I'm going to make a curve down, and then I make a little curve out, and then I just kind of make a little wiggly line across. I'll go up here, make a curve down, and then connect that. Okay? Which flavor should I make that? Okay, now I'm going to go to my second one, and notice I don't start on the edge here. I always start just a little bit in because we want to make it appear as though the ice cream scoops are sitting on top of each other. So I'm going to go just a little bit in. Notice where I'm starting, right about there. And I'm just going to make a curve down, and I'm going to make a little wavy line across, go curve it down, and then connect it. Now you can see I'm moving very quickly. How many scoops should I have? I have this chocolate sauce on top. I have 1, 2. I think I'll make another one. I don't want to go down too far because I still want room for my cone, okay? So I'm going to go in, curve it, come down, curve. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3 scoops. Now the next thing I'm going to do to finish it off is I'm going to make one of those waffle cones. So they are brown, and then you come down like a point. Come down like a point right there. Scoop it under. Move that back a bit just so you can see. Okay, now we know that the texture on those waffle cones, they have a diagonal line going across. So see this line right here? We can actually echo that line by just making other diagonal lines. Okay, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have to make as many as I do. You can make as many as you want. But if you're looking for a specific number of lines, you can do 5. Just make sure that you space them apart. The idea is that you want to make sure that you space them apart evenly, and then you continue until you get to the other side. Okay, now I'm going to make the other line, and that line, the crisscross lines, and those lines echo this outside line here. So I'm just going to make that line across. Okay, so we have that. Okay, now is the time we get to add color. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a brown marker because I said that this is chocolate sauce, okay? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to trace over that line. And then I can either color it in, or you can use crayon to color it in. I'll just use marker. I'm already thinking about this. I think my favorite place to get ice cream is there's a place in Pleasantville called Main Event, and they have, oh my goodness, this brownie fudge brownie sundae. It is delicious. I love it. Now I'm breaking all of my rules here with the way I'm coloring with marker, because you know I always tell you not to scribble back and forth, but I'm doing this because the paper is on a very shallow easel, a small easel that is going to collapse, so I have to hold on to it, and I can't normally color the way I normally do. Okay, there's my chocolate sauce. Now, what flavor should I do next? I think I like strawberry ice cream. I do like mint chocolate chip though, and I don't think I have a light color green, so I'll just go with the pink. I'll do this one. This one would be strawberry. I'll give that a good color in. Now this actually is not quite strawberry. I would say this would be like a raspberry flavor. And then I turn my marker on the side and go across until I fill it all in. Maybe later on I'll go back after I'm done coloring all of this in, and I'll go and put some sprinkles on there as well. Next I'm going to do, let's do orange. Now, do you have to do yours like mine? Absolutely not. I'd actually prefer for you to come up with your own flavors. Just because something is orange, does that mean it has to be orange flavor? Could it possibly be mango? Maybe if we were doing mango, we would have a little bit of yellow, more of a yellow tone. And that's exactly what I think I'll do at the bottom there. I think I might do lemon, lime, mango, or something of that sort. Let's do yellow. Ooh, this one's neon yellow. Do I want this one? Do I want it? Yes, I do. Now, what flavor could this be? This might be a new flavor, guys. Get in my belly. Now, we've done this before in class. I'm sure you remember. But what I do want to do is I want to make sure that we get the cone different from that. If you have a different color brown, you can do that. But if you don't have it, it's not a big deal. I'm going to use my crayon here. I think I may have shown you in the last video, or maybe when we were doing the popsicle video. I bought these crayons. They're called Silly Scents. And I didn't realize that they were scented, and then I was using them and I was smelling something. And this one smells like blueberry. This one, maybe a little bit of chocolate. I'm not quite sure. Now this is rather dark, this one. Let me see if I have an, I'll just use this one. Okay, so I'm going to trace those lines on there. If you don't have all the colors that you necessarily want, it's okay. It really is okay. It's just, this is just an activity to give you something to do because we are on our last lesson. I'm a little bit sad that the school year's ending, but I'm really, really hoping that we come back to school in the fall. Although I have enjoyed being home, I do miss seeing your faces all the time. I really do. I miss you kids. So I'm just going to give this a color in. Now this is very basic. You can take this project and you can do so much more with it. You can do shading and highlighting. You can add things to it. You can make the ice cream dripping. If there was a sun up here and the ice cream was dripping down, you have to make sure you eat it very quickly. Now, if I were to review these Silly Scents crayons, I would say, I don't know if I like this brown though, because this brown isn't quite a true brown. This brown is more like a darker brown, like a dark chocolate brown, not like a milk chocolate brown. However, for time's sake, we can just go ahead and do that. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add I'd like to actually add a cherry on top. Would you like to add a cherry on top? Yeah, let's do it. So we can make a circle up here and color it in. I made a circle. And then I'm going to take my black marker or my black crayon, whatever you want to use, and just make a little line up here with a little dot at the top with a little line across. Now I can take my crayons. Since I used marker, I'm going to use crayons to add the sprinkles. So I'm going to just add some sprinkles right here. Maybe some have fallen down here. The crayons color very nicely on top of the marker. Now this is gray. Let's see if this shows up. A little bit. That could be like white sprinkles. I can take green and add, maybe these would be little pieces of candy. What do you prefer? Do you prefer the rainbow sprinkles or do you prefer the chocolate sprinkles? I have to take a poll in my house. I think my daughter would say she likes the chocolate sprinkles. And let's add some blue on here. Look at that. When you add blue and yellow, what do you get? You get green. Does it look yummy? Mmm. Okay. And let's see what other colors I have. A like blue here. I can do some more sprinkles. All I'm doing is taking my crayon and making little lines. And there you have it. That's it. You have your delicious ice cream. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Very easy. You won't be graded on it. This is just an activity for you to do. And if you'd like, you can even turn the paper sideways and you can put a bowl and you can put your scoops in there with some banana. You can put some cookies sticking out like a cookie straw, a chocolate chip cookie on the top, whatever you'd like. Name your flavors. I'd say this one would be strawberry. This one, what did we say? Is it orange or mango? Let's go with mango. No, yeah, let's go with mango. And this one is, I'll call this one lemon. Now I'm not gonna write in yellow. I'll write in this so you can see it. Lemon. Okay? All right, I hope you enjoy. I really miss you. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in September, guys. And if you'd like, maybe here or there, I'll put a lesson on my Google Classroom page, and I'll post that to the Classroom Dojo, and maybe you can get the link to that from your teacher. Okay, I'll email your teacher with the link. All right, I miss you guys. Thank you so much for such a good year, and I will see you in September. Have a good summer. Bye.